presentation, an overview on an OEM strategy for reducing CO2 emissions. And I'd like to invite Thierry Charbonnel, who's medium-duty product line director at Renault Trucks. So Thierry, thank you very much for joining us. For those who don't know Thierry, he's been in charge of light and medium-duty controlling and product planning for Volvo Group since 1999, and then he joined Renault Trucks to lead medium-duty business 2 years ago. He has a master's degree in engineering and a master in finance, entrepreneurship, and he has a professional understanding of the technical and business challenges of the truck industry. His position in Renault Trucks provides him a key role regarding emission and energy transition for the transport industry, leading to sustainable transport solutions. So Thierry, thank you very much for joining us today. You can change slides here.
Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you.
So good morning. I'm very glad to be with you, and the purpose of the presentation is to give you a full view of an OEM strategy for decreasing CO2 emission. So we will go through the Renault Truck product plan and strategy when it comes to fuel efficiency, alternative energy, and CO2. Just a reminder that Renault Truck is part of the Volvo Group. We have common and shared technology in order to have a good solution and efficient solution and transport proposal for our customer. Since next 2025 regulation will be considered at the truck maker level and not at the group level, we wanted to focus this presentation on Renault Trucks topic. In Renault Truck, as introduced by Mr. Cardozo, I am in charge of distribution product when it comes to product strategy and product line. Let's be more specific on what Renault Truck is looking for, what we aim to achieve, and this is a long-term target. This is a zero emission in use at pipe. This is what we believe in, and it will be a long story and journey to go there. And to be more specific, what we do believe in Renault Truck is that long-term, the energy landscape will be different in our transport industry. I guess that you are familiar with this wording. We have the heavy-duty long-haul application, the regional application, and the urban application. And in the future, we do believe that there will be several energy in use when it comes to trucks, depending on the application that customers are looking for. We keep on saying that diesel will remain the predominant energy for heavy-duty long-haul application. We agree that there is possibility to improve the fuel efficiency of diesel engine towards better solution when it comes to electrification and possible usage of biosynthetic fuel. We will present to you 2 demonstrator trucks that we are working with on the long-haul application in order to decrease the CO2. When it comes to regional and urban application, we have another view. We do believe that long-term, the solution will be electric truck for urban and city distribution. We will start with battery electric vehicles, and later on, when the maturity of technology will be there, most probably it will be a battery plus hydrogen fuel cell for urban and city distribution. As you can see, we have on the map as well natural gas and biogas. We will have a look to it. We do believe that CNG truck won't be a long-term solution because that's, according to our result, not the right solution when it comes to emission and CO2. We will go more in details with figure about it. So let's start on the heavy-duty side for heavy-duty application and long haulage. So in Renault Truck, we are working closely to our engineering offices in order to implement new technology and test it in real condition. And that's very important for us to make sure that new technology that we will introduce are reliable enough and that we can prove to the end customer that there will be a payback for the customer. So we are working on the Falcon project, which stands for fuel efficiency and aerodynamic truck with low consumption. This demo truck includes several new technology when it comes to aerodynamics, but as well better fuel management solution, a new heat recovery system, plus improved connectivity and GPS routing in order to predict and to assist the driver to choose the best route when it comes to fuel efficiency. The truck will be tested in real operation by the end of the year, and we do hope that we will be able to conclude and provide a figure of what are the benefits of this new technology for long-haul application in 2020. According to the simulation that we have done with engineering, we do believe that all this new technology on the diesel engine will improve the fuel consumption, of course, probably about 1% per year considering the time of implementation. So it means that that won't be enough to reach the 2025 target of minus 50% on the heavy-duty application. We have as well done significant demonstration trucks with real usage in city through a demonstrator called Urban Lab 2. So this truck was tested during 1 year with a quite innovative solution with a rework aerodynamics of the cab, of the chassis fairings, of the wheel, of the trailer, plus micro-hybrid system with a 48-volt battery in order to provide energy to the auxiliaries. We have as well implemented a stop and start function on this truck for urban distribution. We have implemented better ties when it comes to rolling resistance, and this truck was able to communicate with the red light. So the red light, traffic red light, were sending information to the truck, so the truck could anticipate what will be the change of the traffic light, either to stop or either to increase the speed in order to minimize the fuel consumption. Urban Lab 2 demonstration truck was tested during 1 year. We will publish the result this year. More or less, we will have good fuel saving, but once again, even with all this technology on the truck and on the trailer, this won't be enough to reach the minus 15 target that we are asked to for 2025. And that's a big message, because it means that when it comes to CO2 emission, we need to include other solution and other technology in the product lineup of Renault Trucks. Let's have a look to the natural gas product, and what makes very important for us is that looking to CNG, we have a significant experience in Renault Trucks. Since 2004, we have 700 trucks running with CNG engine in south of Europe, in France, but as well in Nordics, mainly on distribution and refuse collection, so really in the heart of the city. And these trucks give satisfaction when it comes to reliability. However, when it comes to emission, that's a bit of a challenge, I think, considering these figures. So this chart is showing what are the emissions of Euro 6 Step C diesel engine versus CNG Euro 6 Step C engine, comparing emission according to European certification data, according to a very, very classical cycle, duty cycle that we are using on our industry. And the values are certified by a third party. So this is not manufacturer figures, actually. So what the chart is showing, the graph is showing, is that when it comes to emission of NOx, CH4, and as well NH3, there are results which are not as good as we believe they should be for the emission of the CNG. As you can see, the NOx emissions are higher than the diesel, and as well on the NH3. So this is why, when it comes to emission, we do believe that CNG is not the right solution for the future for our industry. When it comes to CO2 emission, there are as well comparable figures showing a slight improvement of the CNG engine and the CNG truck versus the diesel truck. However, this is not as good as we would like to have it, and this won't be enough to reach the -50 and -30% targets. So this is why we do believe in Renault Trucks that CNG won't be the right solution for the future. Long term, a part of the CNG could be replaced with biogas, especially in some region with local production of biogas. Considering the needs that we have for energy for the transport industry in Europe, we are afraid that biogas production will be enough in order to cope with all the needs that we have. So this is why we do believe that CNG and even biogas won't be the right long-term solution for transport industry in Europe. So this is why on this chart, as you can see, the share of natural gas and biogas, according to our view, is decreasing slightly. And what we do believe will make a big difference in the future, this is the introduction in the product lineup of electric truck and battery and hydrogen truck later on. Starting with urban application and later on going for the full regional and application. So to be more specific on this, let's go through what we have been working with active collaboration with customer and engineering and dealers. So during 10 years, we have been tested different solutions of hybrid vehicle, full electric battery vehicle, and as well fuel cell light duty. So we have made tests during 10 years with 23 different customers in France, Switzerland, and as well UK, in order to have a feedback from the operation how electromobility solutions are good when it comes to goods transports. Solutions were tested from 3.5 ton to 60 ton application, so really trucks used for regional and as well urban distribution. And all this was done in order to prepare the 2019 product launch that we have communicated today. Why we do believe that electric truck is the right solution for the future when it comes to CO2 emission? This is this kind of very, very simple analysis. So here on this chart, you can see for a typical distribution usage of 150 kilometers for a medium-duty truck of 16 ton. What are the CO2 emissions for this 150 kilometer route? So the first one is, the first graph is showing on the bar the emission for the diesel. So diesel is close to 120 kilograms of CO2 for this typical route. CNG, as mentioned before, provide a slight reduction when it comes to CO2 emission according to this simulation. It's not a dramatic change, it's close to 10%. And then the last one is about zero emission. So according to the way that electricity is produced in Europe, considering the average mix of electricity production in a well-to-wheel approach, the result is close to 45 kilograms of CO2 for an electric truck with a full battery solution. So this is why we do believe that long term, when it comes to CO2 emission, the solution will be based as well on electric truck, on part of the product portfolio and on part of the application. So what we are working with Renault Trucks is to implement and to launch by the end of the year light-duty 3.5 ton electric truck for urban application. And we do believe that this will support CO2 reduction globally in Europe. And next year, we will launch 2 other electric trucks, a medium-duty 16 ton for urban distribution application, which is very popular application in Europe, and as well a 26 ton application, mainly for refuse collection in order to test the capacity of a battery electric vehicle to comply with heavy load and tough emission. So all in all, we do believe that emission reduction, when it comes to CO2, it's a big challenge for a truck manufacturer. We will explore and implement different solutions. We will improve the fuel efficiency of the diesel engine on the heavy-duty application. We will use more aerodynamics solution, more electrification on the truck, and use all the benefits of the connectivity, and especially when it comes to the communication of the vehicle to the infrastructure and the vehicle-to-vehicle possibility as well. When it comes to CNG, we will keep on proposing to our customer CNG truck, able, of course, to run later on with biogas. But due to the fact that biogas production will remain limited in Europe long term, that could be only a part of the solution in our understanding. And then, in order to have significant decrease of CO2 emission, significant part of the strategy is to switch to electric when it comes to urban application on light duty, medium heavy duty, below 26 ton, I will say. So that's all in all the strategy of Renault Trucks to comply with the tough challenge that we have with CO2. That will be a long way. That's it. So that's the end of this presentation. So thanks for your attention.